What is up, guys? Welcome back to the GameChangerZ Network. I am Fabrice. This is Daniel Montoya.
What's up?
And we are the GameChangerZ Network. You too can become a game changer.
Absolutely,
in
my
your life.
dog.
What's up, baby?
God dang, look at you and your long arms. Why you gotta quit shaking hands like that, bro?
Why?
My arms are just
What you mean?
They too small, bro.
That's all I can do right now.
I'm gonna have to get like way closer. I'm gonna have to
bro.
over way over there to be able to reach.
Blame God.
T-Rex, bro.
T-Rex
I got
arm.
T-Rex arms, bro.
Oh, I got the propeller arms.
Bro, I got a funny story. My Kelsey's little brother. I call him my little brother. But when he was like 8, he would just stay still like this because his arms were longer than he was.
That's tough.
His liking.
Yeah, that's tough.
So he didn't know what to do with his arms, so he'd be like this.
The little ass, that's crazy.
No, he had
That's
long
great.
arms, bro.
Okay.
He had long arms, but he would just do this.
He would just do that all the time?
What to do with them.
Wow, that's hilarious.
He's just like that.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, you know them little, what are they called? You know the car things? The things at the car shows or whatever, like the orange flannel, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
That's me right there. That's me right there.
I know what you're talking about.
Like yourself, but how you doing today, baby?
I'm doing good, bro.
Doing good, bro?
It's bright and early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So just to get this party started, Nate, give me my theme music. Man, that beat is hard.
And every time, baby, it's early, bright and early.
That'll wake us up right here.
Oh yeah, oh
With
yeah,
the audience too.
oh yeah. I better get ready. Smash Mouth episode incoming. Hey, okay. All right,
There we go.
Cool. Okay.
Let's just hop right into it, bro. Let's dive right into it. Lakers up 3-1 to Golden State. Oh, man, that was a nail-biting game, bro.
That was. Okay, so first of all, we're going to talk about Lonnie Walker Jr., or the fourth, I guess.
The fourth, yes.
Yeah, Lonnie Walker. Boy, fourth quarter, you shot like 80%.
Yeah, he came alive.
20 points in the, I think it was like 19 points in the fourth quarter. That's crazy.
Hey, they always say that, though, in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, your superstars got to show up at least 2 of the games.
Okay.
And then your bench, one of those games, the bench has to come up and show up.
They show up?
A nobody basically has to come in and take over. And
Very
that
true.
man did it.
Very true.
So
I think it's crazy
to
that
win the series, though.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that, you know, especially in playoffs, like these guys got to be on the bench line ready. You got to be on the sideline ready to go.
Yeah.
They got to be on there like, whoo, dang.
And he wasn't playing, bro. He wasn't playing. He came in clutch.
Heck no.
And Golden State, bro, they had every opportunity. I mean, it was back and forth to the last second.
Oh yeah.
One little mishap, they could have came back and tied it up to go to overtime.
Overtime.
Yeah.
I know. You know, it's crazy. Was that play at the very end where I believe it was like Steph Curry went up, drove the ball down, took a shot, got a rebound again.
Yeah,
going against AD, and then they doubled him, and he shot the ball. And the fact that like he almost made it out of him, like if Steph made that shot, I mean he already is the greatest shooter of all time, but that's like exclamation point. Steph Curry's ridiculous, ridiculous.
Yeah, but he's about to go home, so
yeah, I know that's tough.
Sorry, Steph.
Ain't my problem.
Love you, dog, but hey.
It ain't my problem, G.
Right.
Sorry. I love you, but I don't. LeBron's the GOAT. That's all it is.
It is, bro.
But you know, it's always good to watch. Man. What
a game, though.
It was a good game.
Actually, every game yesterday was good. The Knicks. Who were the Knicks playing?
Heat. Miami.
Yes.
Miami.
That was a good game. And then Denver and Phoenix was a good game.
They tied up now. Okay, let's get into that controversy, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Jokic, Nikola Jokic.
Oh, when he hit that.
Right.
Whatever.
But he's the owner of the Suns. So that's the whole controversy. The fan that he hit is the owner of the Suns. Right? So Nikola Jokic's objective was, okay, but that's how he says it. If he's on sideline, he's fine, and it doesn't matter. You can't interfere with game. I was like, all right, cool, it's fine. But at the same time, you can't just be. The thing is, with NBA players, you have such high regards and high respect.
Yep.
I understand if he disrespected you, but I don't know. It's both ways of looking at it. I probably would have pushed him too, but it is what it is.
Yep.
I don't know. What do you feel on it?
I don't know. I've only seen highlights. I don't even.
Okay.
I seen highlights and I saw a bump on the dude's forehead, but I think that's just his forehead.
I don't know if you saw that. I don't know what you saw.
He just got this thing on his forehead, but I'm like, did he get punched in the forehead, or did he just got a big foot? Like I don't.
No, I'll tell you what happened. So ball went out of bounds, and then it actually went up to the owner, right? But he had the ball, and so or one of them had the ball in the crowd, and Jokic went to go grab the ball, and because the owner was kind of like interfering, like had his hands out too, Jokic kind of like, and it was weird because the altercation was already over, but he did like extend the shove out. It was kind of wild. So to me, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get suspended. I don't know how much or what the fine is gonna be, but I think it's the right thing to do. Because you can't. I mean, you can't do that to a fan. Yes, however, fans can't do that to you either. So I get the gist of both.
But did the fan or the owner like interact? Like he try to push you? Did he try to like?
Nah, he just had his hands out like on.
Like
him,
he was like this, like get away. Like,
nah, I think it was more like a oh, yo, kid, like, you know, you're in the crowd. Let me push you off a little bit or hold you back, you know, so you don't come on me.
That man was like, get off me, son.
That's what he looks like. That boy got that straight face at all times.
Yeah.
And he's a straight killer, though, on the court.
It is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, just because he's the owner, more than likely he's going to get a fine. So.
Yeah, more than likely. Just to set precedents.
Yeah. Someone's got to be that, what's the word? Someone's got to be that, person, the initiative
ruler,
yeah, the one that's like, all right, you messed up. Because if it was just regular fan, well, I'm sure he would have got fined
regardless. Yeah. You got to set an example.
Yeah, you can't just hit. Yeah. You know.
Now if it was LeBron, he ain't getting fined.
Oh, he ain't getting fined.
I ain't getting fined.
Because then he would have gave him a hug and gave him the shoes after the game or something.
That's always crazy because you watch like I don't know if you like the past 2 playoff games. If you watch LeBron on the sideline, LeBron always sits on the furthest right edge. Right close to the fans, and he's got like this. And LeBron's chair is always like decked out. It's like a regular NBA chair. There's like a butt support thing that he sits on, and then there's like a back thing that he has on top of a towel. It's all like a luxury chair. Every time next to him, the fans are always like 2 kids. I think it was game 2, game 3, where it's like 2 little girls sitting next to him. Can you imagine seeing this to LeBron courtside? Bro, I don't know what I'd do.
I would just be like all like geeked out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm making that sound now.
LeBron, adopt me. I
don't know if I'm making that sound now. That's wild.
You ever want a Mexican baby?
Hey, yo.
Right here.
That's wild. Anyway, I don't know. I'll probably say something like, you small. Nah, I'm not that small. It's cool. I think it's just cool, you know. I'll probably try to get like a NIL deal or something. Or something.
With LeBron?
Hey, yo, look, you know.
Good luck.
Sponsor me like $5,000. Pay rent. Pay rent.
That's like 25 cents to that, man.
Honestly.
For real.
That makes more money off the court. That's crazy.
Yeah. Have you seen his jewelry report? Like how much jewelry?
No.
How much his jewelry's worth? What he wears every day to basketball games stuff? Like 175,000. His necklace, his bracelets, watch.
Damn.
All that. Just what he wears on a
daily basis. On the regular.
On a daily basis.
Sure.
Makes more than most of us making salaries a year. But it's fine. It's LeBron. You know, it's what it is.
Most expensive thing on me right now are these shoes.
Most expensive thing on me right now is this watch.
The watch, the Apple Watch.
That's it. Everything else was
SOD.
Half off on sale. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But nah. Welcome back, guys. We're really kind of excited to have you guys going on. Mother's Day's coming up. We're gonna have a special episode for you guys coming up too. That's gonna be a fun one.
Two more days.
Two more days.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. You're just gonna be surprised. But it's gonna be someone awesome, amazing, spiritual, very smart with the kids. We're gonna be talking about for new parents of children. We're gonna be talking about things to help you guys out. If you're, brand new into adulthood, she's going to be talking about, women, what to look for in dudes, and guys, and us guys will be talking to you what we look for in women. Right? So it's going to be a really good episode. It's going to be really eye-opening to a lot of the youngsters out there that have no idea what it's like to have kids, because it is definitely a game changer.
Well, I ain't got no kids. I sure ain't got no kids, but I bet it is. Funny you said, I was actually with my cousins and nieces this past weekend, and we're driving all the way down from Dallas to Fort Worth. And dude, like the youngest one, so I had 4 of them in my car. The youngest one was on a roll. I'm talking like wouldn't stop talking, always in the back freestyle. I feel like that's probably how your youngest kid is. Yeah. She was at that Y stage. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, why this, why that? Like, how are you? I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, shut. No, I ain't say all that, but you know what I'm saying. But it was just like crazy because these kids, man. Sometimes it's just like, yo,
you need
to know something. Be quiet. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's crazy.
So the thing I want to talk about today, I want to talk about fatherhood, bro.
Fatherhood?
I'm going to talk about it for me, and you can talk about it from being the kid of a father, since you don't have any kids. So yesterday, Damien's last baseball game of the season, and he was playing shortstop or second base.
Sure.
And
what's shortstop for those who don't know?
Between first and second base.
Okay.
And he was playing that. This kid hit a grounder in baseball is like hit off the ground and it's going fast.
Yeah.
You know? And he tried to get it. It ran up his glove, popped him in the eye. So he's got his first ever shiner. He's got a black eye today.
Was he crying? He was probably crying.
No. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. Father, daddy moment right here. Almost brought me to tears. Okay. So that happens to him. He's wearing his little sunshades, his baseball sunshades. You heard it like it. Bow. You heard it.
Look on his face.
Yes.
Damn.
And it hit his glasses, bro. And the whole stands was like, I mean, you could hear it. Like you could hear a pin drop, bro.
Yeah.
It was so quiet. And then, Kelsey, of course, she's like, hey, go check on him, And like, I didn't run. I don't ever, want him to think I'm scared. So I go up there and I walk up there and all the coaches run, they're at him. They walk him to the dugout and I'm in the dugout and, it hit so hard. The lens popped out of the plastic frame
of the glasses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's got a good shiner. And I looked at him. I said, "Hey, you okay?" And he wanted to cry, like his lip was quivering. And I said, "Are you okay, baby?" And he said, "Yes, Dad. Yeah." I said, "Did it hurt?" And he's like, "No. Why is everyone looking at me?" And I said, "Because you just got hit with a baseball, son."
Yeah.
Where everyone's trying to make sure you're okay. I said, "You know what?" I said, Let's go to the bathroom. If you need to cry, let's go cry in the bathroom. So you're not embarrassed. I don't want him to be embarrassed. So I'm like, let's go to the bathroom real quick. So we walk to the bathroom. We're walking to the bathroom, right? And I'm just sitting there. I'm holding his head, and I'm walking to the bathroom, and I didn't really have words to say because I was like, I don't want to say the wrong thing because I want him to continue to play the game.
For sure.
I don't want him to just quit because he got hit in the face.
A true prime dad moment.
Right.
Yep.
So we get close to the bathroom, and then I stop him, and I'm like, "Hey, you want to just get a Powerade, and I'll get a bag of ice so I can put it on your eye." He said, "Yeah, Dad. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good." So I got him a Powerade, got him a bag of ice, and then I got down on my knee, put the bag of ice on his eyeball, and I told him, I said, "You took that like a champ."
Hell yeah.
And I said, "And you didn't even cry." I said, "You haven't shed one tear." You took that like a champ. Not even one tear came out of his eye, bro. And I'm like, if that was me, son, I said, I would be bawling. And I said, and I would have quit baseball.
Right then and there?
Right then and there. At 6 years old,
yeah,
I know my 6-year-old me.
Yeah.
If I got hit in the face like that, bro, done.
Okay, so the ball went up, hit his face, pin drop. Like, it was that quiet. People were like, probably a bunch of...
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
And he just sucked it in. So he was probably more scared of what people were reacting to him for, but then the actual
what
moment.
Actually happened, yeah. And so I got him his power. We didn't even go to the bathroom. I got him his Powerade, got him that bag of ice. I sat in the dugout with him, and I was hugging him, and holding that bag of ice on him. And I said, "Are you good to play, or do you wanna get out of the game?" I said, "We can go ahead and take off if you're ready to go home."
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice shiner. It's a nice one.
No, it looked good. I saw a picture.
He's like, no, Dad, I want to keep playing. And that moment right there, bro.
Yeah.
For him to get hit in the face, basically get knocked down, get back up, and then he went and played that position again. He didn't ask to go like outfield, like where it's not as dangerous.
Right.
He has to go back on that position, and then he stopped another grounder.
Yeah.
After that hit, he stopped the ball, which most kids, after you get hit in the face with a ball, you ain't trying to get that ball.
You ain't trying to get that ball no more. You're running away.
No, he stopped it, bro.
Yeah.
And that's like a proud
Oh,
daddy
hell
moment.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
on some Creed movies type
man,
vibes.
I was like, I said, I ain't crying, baby. It's the allergies.
It's the allergies. I'm not crying, you're crying. It's not me, it's you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so beautiful. Okay, let me ask you a question, okay? because there's so many different ways of fatherhoods and stuff like that. Do you feel, looking back at it, you probably feel like the moment went well, right?
Very well.
You handled it pretty well. Do you think that, because in my case, if it was me, my dad would have been like, go back out there.
Yeah.
Go out there now. I don't want to see tears. Like, right? I'm telling you, I would have cried. I'd be in there.
Oh, I'd have cried.
I would have been there like SWV boy. I'd been crying like a mud, right? But do you feel like you probably, in some cases, you would have told him like, okay, go back out. This is your fine, or you think you did good, like staying by his side and kind of monitoring how he's doing?
I just wanted to monitor because this is the first time that anything like that's ever happened. I mean, he played in flag football and they would push a lot and push and shove.
Yeah.
But this is the first time something actually popped him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was solid, and you could see he had where it hit the glasses, bro. It cut him under his eye. So
it hit him hard. It hit him good.
Yeah, it wasn't like blood, but it was like scratched enough where you could see like the bloodline. So I mean, it popped him good, and I know what I would have done when I was 6 years old. So I just really wanted to see how he was going to handle it, because I mean, I'm good when it comes to like my kids like getting hurt and stuff. Like they play around so much at the house and they get hurt so much at the house, or that it's kind of like numb to me. But like in that public of a setting with so many people around and his friends that were playing on the team, like I really wanted to sit down and just see
how you handle it. Yeah, true. That's very important, because how you handle those moments dictate how you are as a person in the future. Yeah. Especially something like that. If he shriveled up and shrunk in and just cried, he probably would have done that in the future. But now that you know that, in a case like that, you're not around, and that's how he handles it.
Yeah, he's going to handle it like a champ.
Oh, yeah. Same thing when he grows up, too.
And that tells me a lot, too, that, in the chance that, let's just say that it would have went a different direction. He said, I don't want to play anymore, Dad. That had been a different talk that I'm having right here.
That's true.
Because it had been a different conversation I had with him.
Yeah.
Because, of course, I want him to continue to play the game, and, like, yeah, you got hit in the face, but now you need to keep going and keep playing. But I didn't have to do that. Like, that's just who he is. That's amazing.
I love that. I love that.
I love that about my kiddo, Damien Montoya.
Montoya. I love that little kid, man. That's funny you say that. So on the other side of the coin, so for me, it's like looking at it from your perspective, I guess. So my dad called me yesterday. I just got in my car from HEB. I was just splurging in Maryland because I guess I can. I was buying groceries because I've been traveling this whole time. So now that I'm finally settled back in, I even cleaned my apartment. I'm back leveled.
There you go,
bro. I'm back. My apartment.
I'm talking about.
Bro, my apartment looks like freaking a divine flat right now. It's pretty nice. But
party at Fabrice's.
Hey, I don't know about that. Y'all ain't welcome to my shit. Y'all ain't welcome to my house. But I forgot where I was. God damn it, Daniel.
Sorry.
You messed me up. My dad. So he called me yesterday while I'm at HEB. And he's like, hey, son, how about you? I was just checking on you. I'm like, Dad, I'm doing great, man. I'm glad you're doing good. How are you? How's work? He's like, great, man. I'm doing good. Just wanted to see how you were doing. If you got back safe and stuff. It's like I'm telling you, it's so weird to me when he does it, because I love him to death and he loves me to death. But in African culture, that's not something that you just do.
Yeah, call out the blues.
Like it's out the blue. And if you're in African culture, if your dad checks on you, it's for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, tops.
It's probably in your culture too. Like it's very brief. Like but he was asking me like, "How was the drive? How's your car? And, how you taking care of yourself?" I'm like, "I'm good." And it's weird. I don't know how to exert myself. I'm just sitting here like, yes.
Is everything okay?
Is everything good?
Are you okay?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for him to come back home. So, but he's come back from Cameroon.
Nice.
He's back working.
The motherland.
The motherland. I don't know if I like you doing it. You're pretty much black, actually.
Black.
I don't know if y'all know this. Daniel's is black. He's black.
Bro, all of my friends are black. I'm moving to Africa. That's the first chance I get, bro.
Where you gonna move to?
I don't know yet. But I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. Where in Africa is it not as dangerous with like lions and
everywhere?
They're just everywhere?
No, there are no lions like that out there like that. Quit watching that Geo.
My bad.
Quit watching
no, but for real,
Zero.
Somewhere in Africa, but I want to be on the
coastlines. Why?
Because I love those.
You gonna get shipped out.
You think so?
Probably.
That's rude.
That's not rude. I'm telling you the truth. I'm looking out for you.
All over Africa, the whole coastline.
Majority, I guess. I don't know.
That's some booty. You lying.
You go get exported like some fish.
You lying, bro.
But anyway.
That's where I'm trying to be at. I'm trying to be over there. I'm trying to be by the ocean.
Yeah.
Chilling, hanging out.
Stay here in America. We like you here.
I'm done with you.
Bro. But anyway.
I'm gone.
But no, the whole concept of fatherhood is so nice to me. I love the fact that, okay, I'm 23, right? You guys know this. Okay, I'm going to say something very weird because 23-year-olds don't say this anymore, okay? I want a child, dude.
You want one?
Yeah, 100%. I want a kid.
Many of 23-year-olds that say that, bro.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I know a lot of plenty of 23-year-olds with children, but not that want one. Like, I willingly want one. Like, not right now. I can't have one right now. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way, boy.
No way, boy.
Ain't no way.
But I would like a child. Like, I feel like I'm ready and I'm emotionally intelligent enough and stable enough to have one. However, the stress that comes with having a child is completely that shouldn't be overlooked. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but it's cool because fatherhood, for every person that it's not spoken about a lot in this society nowadays, but people that do have dads in their lives are like, you come out pretty much successful. And I know that most of the narratives is you're going to be popular or more upright or more brought up if you have a single mother. But that's like a rare case. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about the last episode, we're talking about LeBron and how, his mom is this game changer. But like most of them, people like that come up like that, but they are athletes or, either successful in their business sports because of that reason. It's kind of hard to make it with a single mom. You kind of also need those father figures. And of course, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a whole nation to raise a single child. So it's necessary. But having a father figure in your life is mad important. I mean, we'll talk about that in the next episode, but it's very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, father figure. And the thing is you don't have to actually be the father of the kid, but the father figure or the role model.
Yep.
And I learned this with teaching youth at church is a lot of those kids, the main issue with the majority of the kids, like they would come and, tell me all the stuff they're going through, everything rooted down to not having a dad.
Yeah.
Or the dad stepping out.
Not
being there, he's not being present, or he's an alcoholic, or he's this, or he's that. And not saying that everyone that has a dad that is there for them is going to be perfect. I'm not saying that, but the majority of kids that have the issues, have to do with, and it's dad or mom. It's one or the other or both. And that's just it shows you how much a man, how important it is for the man or the role model, the masculine role model, is to a life.
To have a daddy.
Have a daddy.
Have a daddy. That's huge. That's huge. Hey, did you have a golf tournament recently?
I was supposed to have one tomorrow.
Damn, what happened?
I had to cancel it.
Why?
Because one of my guys backed out, and I'm not about to go to a 4-man scramble with 3 guys. I'm not doing it. It's a waste of a day.
Jeez. Oh, bro. I'd be down to go, but I wouldn't want you to lose, so.
Oh, I was going to lose regardless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're cold. Some of these golf tournaments over here, they're ridiculous, man. The golf tournament we played in last week, they had a scramble shooting like 20 under.
Yeah, that's wild.
In a one day tournament.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. And we were doing like our best, and we shot I think 9 under, which is really good, but compared to that, like 10 under that. If you think about that, if you're shooting 20 under, you've got to birdie every hole.
Hell yeah.
Or eagle 1 hole or eagle 2 holes and birdie everything else. Like it's like you've got to. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember when I was starting out playing golf with you, and we were on, I don't know which hole we were on, but the hole at the beginning, it was like you were on the 3rd hole or 4th hole. I looked across on the other field, and what I saw was there was this girl there, right? This girl, she was like, she had to have been like, what, 15, maybe 14, maybe even 16. Bro, she was golfing out her mind. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, I have like almost a decade over you, and I suck. I'm garbage. And she's over there like hitting like long range putts. And when she hit the putt, she came back and hit another one back to back. And I'm like, yo, like, I think it's crazy that y'all have such good like golf talents out here.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
Our girls golf team has went to state the last 10, 11, 12, 13 years, bro. The last 13 years, they've either went or they won the state championship. And then our boys now this year, our boys are, I think they went to state or they won state this year.
Damn.
Our boys did, boys and girls. They both won. They're just, it's just a whole different animal here. And it's, golf is one of those sports, man. I'm telling you, in high school, I would make fun of golfers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I would be like, that's not a sport.
I did too.
Bro, I would be talking all sorts of mad crap. And like, today, the golfers I would talk crap to, they're like, oh, you golfing now, Daniel? Like, hey,
there's your beef.
Hey.
Now I see why golfers get so much play.
Yeah.
I see why. Yeah. Whew.
And the great thing about golf, you can play this until you're, 80. You can play golf forever.
Ever. You watch it when you watch. I was watching when you watching the PGA. What was it at? The recent PGA.
The last one?
Yeah. Was it like?
I think it was in Mexico.
No, the one before that. It was here. It was Australia. Australia Open. Because the Mexico one just happened. But we were watching the Australia one. Dude, I'm watching these old dudes. I'm talking, gotta be in like their 70s or 80s, and they're still kicking. Even those guys. Remember that guy who? I lose so many balls when I shoot, because I'm always shooting off course. This 80-year-old guy comes up and he's like, "Hey, is this your ball?" I'm just like, "Yeah, sure." He opened his cart and gave me like 20 more balls, 20 more pins or whatever. What are they called? Tees. I call them pins. It's like I'm a rook. 20 more tees.
That's in bowling, bro.
Yeah, sorry. And like, just gave them to me. I'm sitting here, I'm like, damn, he knows I'm trash. And mind you, I'm the only black person there, so he knows I'm garbage. So I was just like, bruh. And he was like, go ahead. I know you're going to hit a few stinkers. Sure enough, lost most of them.
Yeah, he lost all the balls he gave you.
No, I still got him.
What, 2?
8, probably. Yeah.
8 out of 40.
8 out of 20.
Whatever, bro.
Basically complete.
So on this, on the subject of golf, bro. Golf is I love this sport so much. Like, it has gotten a hold on me. If you've never played golf before, don't even go play golf. Don't go play golf your first time. Like, go to like a driving range or go somewhere and just hit a golf ball, a flush golf ball. If you hit a golf ball like flush, whack, bro, that's like the best feeling. I don't know how to explain that.
It's so beautiful.
I don't know how to explain that feeling whenever you hit a golf ball, like a flush golf ball.
Yeah.
So I remember we were golfing. Was this the day we're making a vlog? Maybe.
Yes, probably.
So we're making a vlog, and we end up like Fabrice is hitting like garbage. I'm like, you know what? I said, let's quit playing. I said, let's go to the driving range, bro. Let's just go to the driving range.
This was before the vlog day. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and we have a pro, not an actual golf pro, but he's like what we call the golf pro at our.
What's his name?
Luke.
Shout out to Luke.
You
helped me out a lot.
So we went up there, and I'm like, hey, Luke. I was like, bro, do you got like 10 minutes? Can you help my boy out with his golf swing?
Yep.
And he like looked at his watch. He's like, yeah, I got a minute. There was nobody
bro, there was no one there. He was like, yeah, I could spare you some time.
I could spare you about 5 minutes. And he walks out there. We get a bucket of range balls. Bro, he told, I don't even remember what he told you, bro. He told you like 2 things. And then this man, Fabrice.
I'll tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you.
Dang.
So he says, I take a swing. He says, take a swing. Take a few swings. I said, all right, cool. First swing, air ball. Second swing, dirt. Third swing, I hit it. And like, it doesn't go anywhere. I think it was like a hard cut or hard slice.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, cool. Change it here. Now instead, when you swing, bring it back. Bend your arms this way. Lean your back a little bit more. You don't got to bend your knees as much. I'm like, all right, cool. Take one swing. Bing, gone.
He hit at least a 350-yard drive. And he has not hit all the golf that he's ever hit has gone way left, way right. There's never been, or it gets topped and only runs like 80 yards out.
Yeah.
But this man hit like 350 yards, bro, with this drive, and he only spent 5 minutes with him at the range. Like, bro, I've been playing this game for like 2 years and can't do that. And you just came to the driving range for 5 minutes. and just bust that.
Yep.
And the other thing is, this man doesn't even have like the top of the line drivers. He doesn't have the Callaways or the Titleist or the TaylorMades. This man has an old like 1995 set,
probably like 80s,
that's made of wood and titanium, bro.
Yeah.
And this man hit that 350, at least 350.
It felt good. It felt good, dude. So that's why I'm like, I gotta keep practicing.
You do.
Yeah, because I mean, putting is a different ball game on its own. I'm gonna wait till that last.
Yeah.
I gotta work on my irons. Yeah.
And the thing is with golf too is like it's really a business sport. It's really a good sport of communication. It's really a good sport where you can be out not with a bunch of people being loud, but you can be with, if you can take a businessman out golfing, you can learn a lot about that businessman, and you can talk business on the course while you're hitting. It's just a lot of fun. And like me, when I take people out golfing, you can tell somebody's character whenever they're playing the sport.
Oh heck yeah! You see, like, they come all out.
If they do really bad, and if they come out and they're cussing and this, blah, 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 you can just already imagine what's going to happen if something happens with you to them. Yeah, like no, in a real life case scenario.
Oh, you mean like, okay, so what their behaviors on the field dictate how they act if something happened
in a business world.
Yeah,
it really dictates that. So like if they're really chill, like if they hit a bad shot and they're like, hey, you know what, it's fine. Next shot I'm gonna hit good, and then they do hit it the next shot.
That's true.
You can really tell somebody's character, and then you can tell somebody's character when they hit a bad shot and they're like, you know what,
and then they hit good.
Yeah.
You know what you guys should be hitting though? You guys should be hitting the HTO spot.
Yes, sir.
HTO is our sponsor. As always, shout out to HTO. HTO is the place to go. We don't have our HTOs today, but usually I get the mango fresco or I think it's called the Larry Palmer. It's like
Arnold
Palmer. Yes, I definitely
Arnold Palmer.
need that. HTO.
And I get the wedding cake, and it is the most delicious thing you'll ever have in your life. So if you haven't went by HTO today, go by. Get you a tea, try it out. Go down in the comments. Let us know what tea is your favorite.
Our second sponsor for the show is Course Careers. CourseCareers.com is a spot to go for all your digital sales, digital technology, and IT courses. College can be expensive nowadays, and dedicating 4 to 5 years of your time for a college degree sometimes just isn't worth it. For that case, Course Careers is here. Do not fear. They are here with their courses. When you sign up for the courses, you take their courses and you get a certificate, which is just as valued as much as a degree, or almost. Degrees are pretty high up there. But once you get those courses certified, you can apply for digital IT jobs, or digital sales, or digital marketing jobs, and you get the same amount of credibility and sometimes even the same amount of salary. So go to CourseCareers.com. Apply for a course. Use code FAB50. That's FAB50 for $50 off your first course.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Now back to the program.
Yeah.
So we're going to finish this off today with some good old-fashioned crazy things to think about. Okay. So I want you to think about this.
I'm listening.
And I really want your reaction. Okay.
All right.
So what came first? The color or the fruit? Orange.
Do you know the science behind oranges? I'm about to get really nerdy on you.
Get nerdy, bro. Let's go. Bro. Let's go.
So, an orange is actually just the female genitalia of that species. Did you know that?
So I've been eating female genitalia.
None you ain't used to. So, joking, my bad.
Joking.
But yes, it's what it is. And so when it's made, it's actually turned inside out, backward. But yes, what?
So I'm asking you, you got all crazy.
I'm trying to get to you. Okay, I'm trying to get to it. So I genuinely think that, yes, like the fruit comes out and then the color comes out first. Just like, for example, like when you come with the apples and stuff, or flowers too, like before they bloom, they're just green. Until, oh crap, look at that purple.
No, I'm asking you a genuine question. So if you go back in the dictionary, right? Who made the word orange?
I don't know.
Not just the dictionary. The world. History.
Okay.
The word orange and the fruit orange are spelt the exact same.
Okay.
So what came first? Did they just
That's your
from
question.
A tree? They picked it from a tree and they're like,
Orange.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Yes or no?
I don't know. That's a good question. I do think that the fruit probably came first, for sure.
The fruit came.
Yeah.
And they were like,
The fruit definitely came first.
and then they were like, orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Y'all can't see her, but this is the lovely Kelsey. What up? What up?
You're gonna have to walk in the camera.
In the camera shot. We got Kelsey. Say what's up to Kelsey, y'all. Say what's up to
There
Kelsey.
you go. Hide that. They're about to get your ID. You better get that
Gotta
off
hide
the
the
camera.
ID. She's responsible for all this, y'all. So y'all better say what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo woo.
Anyway, so that's a hard question, right?
Yeah.
Think about like what came first, the orange or the color. But then let's go like a crazy rabbit hole, right? How do you know, or how did historians know that the Earth is called the Earth?
I'll tell you.
So no, way back. I'm talking
Okay.
way back, right?
Yeah.
Like they say that the Earth is millions of years old.
Mm-hmm.
So how did, without technology, without travels, without anything, how did North America know Earth was called Earth, and Africa know Earth was called Earth?
Okay.
Because in the historic books, they're both called Earth.
Right.
They both call it Earth.
Okay, so I'll tell you.
Talk to me.
You're sold. Secondly,
Bro, I think about some crazy stuff sometimes.
so you should learn history. Biology's fun. Or not history's fun. Biology, what the hell? Bio, life, earth. Okay, so back in like ever ago, they say that our planets collided, right? So all the continents collided. Okay. So all of our continents were together, which kind of makes sense because if you look at the tectonic plates and stuff like that, they all go together. Like for example, the easiest way to understand is if you look at Africa and Madagascar. Madagascar fits perfectly in that little slot down there.
Yes.
Okay. So when they're all together, back then it was all one thing. And if you look at the history books, that one thing or land was called Pangea.
Yes.
Right. So Pangea, which is Latin for like, I think it's like earth rock or something. I'm not too sure.
Rock.
Don't quote me on that. Could be something. And so that's where it stems from.
Yeah.
Right. And so once they shifted away, that's when we knew,
So question. So we'll get deep into this. Okay. We're gonna go in this rabbit hole.
All right.
Ready to go with me?
All right, I'm here.
Let's go. Let's
dive.
dive. Okay. So Pangea.
Okay.
Because I do know this.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You a little smart.
You what?
You a little smart.
I'm a little smart.
All right, cool.
So Pangea was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible says that we had a flood with Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that flood caused everything to break and shift? Or do you think a meteor came, smashed it, bam, and then we split?
I don't know. So here's my take on that. So religion is one of those things that I always find interesting because I believe all of religion.
Mm-hmm.
Scientifically, I can't.
Yeah.
Right. But I do believe it. Like, for example, what's that one that happened where it's called the first passing, where like he came through and I think he killed like every first child or something like that?
Is that God or the Romans?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So
that was the Romans. I'm bugging out.
Okay.
But like stuff like that, or turning water to wine and stuff like that, or walking on water, parting the seas. Like scientifically, you can't really prove that. But of course, it's faith, religion.
Yeah.
I believe it for sure. So, but to answer your question, I realistically, because we have creators and stuff like that, talking about Nuketown, Call of Duty,
right?
Maybe it was a big rock that shifted it, and if it was a big rock that did shift it, though, like our planet, our ecosystem, our atmosphere would have rocks proving so. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're swallowed up by other gravitational forces. Who knows? But that had to happen a long time ago.
Right.
But we'd still see remnants today if that was the case.
And it hit so hard it split it. So this is kind of my theory. This is what I think. I don't believe it just yet fully, but this is what I think. Mm-hmm. So with that flood, the flood of for Noah, where he built the ark for, after it rained, when it rains so much or water, like have you ever seen a waterfall or a river? Mm-hmm. Like water runs so much in it that it creates this valley. Right. So if the flood was there and it was flooded for 40 years?
Yeah.
I think the Bible says 40 years. So 40 years of basically the earth being underwater, flooded. can create some canals
For
and
sure.
split
Erosion and stuff.
erosion, and it splits the weaker part of it and pushes everything out.
Okay.
And then we're at where we're at now. You know. Do you think that?
Interesting. I don't know. I don't think you'd be able to create canals and rivers thousands of miles wide from a flood. However,
no, I mean it. I'm not saying like that. I'm not saying the ocean.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if it was here, right, and it's flooded, water runs down this valley. It breaks it, right? It breaks the two. It breaks if you got this. Let's just put it in a smaller form. So if you got a cup, right, and a plate, and you were to like poke a hole in it or whatever, and you were to run water through it, like let's say styrofoam or something like that. You poke a hole in it, you let water run through it. Eventually, that hole is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Right. So this is 40 years of the earth being flooded.
Yeah.
40 years. I'm not talking about days. Like
40 years.
40 years of
365 times 40.
Yes, of this Pangea
Yeah.
being underwater.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about there's streams underwater. There's so many things going on underwater that we still don't 100% know about today.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And after they split, now the ocean's drifting X, Y, and Z.
Okay.
Wherever.
So here's my take on that then. Okay. So if that's the case, I don't think that's the case per se because Africa, being the biggest earth rock in the world, didn't get hit as hard. So when you think about rivers, like for example in Texas, one of the main things of course you learn about in Texas is the rivers in Texas, you know, Trinity, all that stuff. However, I don't think it impacted like Texas like that or the world like that. Because look, Africa has basically one major river, which is the Nile. And then if you look at the entirety of the East Coast, or West Coast, there's like almost no rivers, right? And so, and maybe there are, but they're like ever so slightly. So to your point, if it was fully flooded, Africa would have way more rivers. And same thing with Europe. Same thing with the U.S. has its fair share of rivers, but most of them are man-made. Yeah. So,
but we get our water from springs. So that's where our water, rivers and stuff come from springs.
True, but I'm discrediting your point because we don't have that many rivers. Africa doesn't have that many rivers.
Yeah, but I mean the water dried up. It's not like it stayed flooded after it came back. After it stopped flooding, we had land again. It wasn't like.
So you're saying that's a dark joke. It's not even a joke at all. New Orleans is still was flooded the entire time.
It just stays flooded. In Galveston.
I feel bad for you.
Wherever.
I love their food. That New Orleans is flooded with food.
Whatever, bro. So getting into that.
Yeah.
I don't know. My mind just goes crazy.
I hear you.
So I just had to ask you. I had to ask you and see what
it's
you
okay. Look,
thought about it.
I'm not fully thinking yet. I have these crazy thoughts at all times. Okay. First of all, we're business owners. Secondly, we're caretakers. Like we think about things all the time. There's not, as a man, most of y'all are like that. There's not often when your brain's just off. It's off at all. Like probably when your brain's off when you're playing video games. Honestly, it's probably the only time when my brain's off.
Yeah.
But
my brain's still on when I play video games.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can I make money playing this thing?
I think about that too. You trying to be a little Twitch streamer? You trying to be a little SS Sniper Wolf?
We're gonna do that here in a minute. We're just gonna start playing video games.
Oh, I don't know about that. Right, you trying to be a little ninja?
That's what I'm talking about.
Heck no, I play Fortnite.
I don't even know how to play video games anymore.
Yeah, you retired, bro.
I've been retired since 2015.
That's wild. Isn't that crazy? You think about it, like you don't remember the last time. There's the last time that you touched a controller. And that was the last time you ever touched it.
Well, not last time ever. Like I touched.
Yeah, but like
I still touch the remote to watch Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Like I still got an
like
Xbox.
remote. Yeah, but like like last time you touched it to like actually like play.
Like to game.
Yeah.
2015.
Like for example, dang. See, I don't talk to my boys as often, but I'm still new. There was a time frame. It was the last time frame where I got off like the Xbox Live party and went back.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I miss my boys, yo.
You miss your boys?
I miss my boys, bro.
Bro, I thought that was so important back
growing up.
then.
It still is.
It's not.
What you mean? It still is.
The gaming?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not making money on it, not really.
Oh, you mean the game? No, I mean, I'm talking about like the friends you make online.
Oh no, I still got
the
friends that I had. Well, we're not friends anymore. I don't talk to them at all.
Oh, I'm still friends with mine. We still roast each other like it's no tomorrow. Yeah. So my boys, right? The reason I'm saying it's important is because I come from, I don't know if you played this over there, Nate. You said Modern Warfare 2, right? The MW2 lobbies, right? So it's me, my buddy Sneed, my buddy Josh, my buddy Alejandro, and my buddy Zach. Okay, so us 4 or 5, like we're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Black Ops 1, 2, 3.
Have you ever met them?
Yeah, bro. Because I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
So we're playing like, and we went to high school together or junior high together when I was in Longview. So after I left, we've been friends ever since.
Gotcha.
Right. So after junior high, from 2012 all the way out till 2018, literally like that 8 was like 6-year span. I never seen him since. So we just play online the whole time. We're playing Call of Duty. We're like playing zombies. We're cussing each other out, and we're going through like the phases of video games. If you were around back in the day, back in like 2012s, when the F word was still around a thing, and the N words being bombed all over the place and stuff like that. Like that's the era we grew up in. The reason I'm saying it's so important is because that's where I learned how to manage bullying. Because you'll hear this all day, but whether it affects you or not is up to you. Yeah. So like, spent 6 years on the sticks, never seeing each other because I moved. And then 2018, I decided to make a trip to go see the boys. Boy, we had a good trip.
Oh yeah, where'd y'all go?
We were back in Longview.
Oh, y'all just hung out Longview? Yeah, you didn't go like anywhere else?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Hung out Longview because we was chilling. We went bowling, had a good time.
But those are your friends though. Do you have friends that were just online friends, like you've never met before?
Nah.
So I had two. When I was in college, we all had a group. Like we would find really good players, and we would invite them, and then we would become friends, and then we would chat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did y'all do that?
Yeah, Xbox chat. Yeah.
Yeah. So we would be chatting with these people. Like these people were from France or like some crazy place, right? And we would talk about how our cultures are so different.
Completely.
From here, Western world to Eastern world. Like it's so
completely just outside of America. Yeah.
Outside of America is just completely different. And yeah, we were friends up until I quit playing Xbox.
That's wild.
I'm sure if I turn on the Xbox on and if he was still playing, I mean, we're in our 30s now, so I don't know if he's playing still. But
he's like, "What's up, Dan?"
Well, no, he was French, bro. He's French. French.
He's pas français.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
that's lit. That's lit.
But yeah, he was an awesome gamer. And like my nephew Armando, if he knew how to do this live streaming stuff, like that kid could have made some money doing some live. He was really, really good.
That's amazing.
Okay. Like, do you know what Destiny is?
Destiny, the game?
Yeah,
of course.
He was like top ranked in Destiny.
Oh, that's wild.
I don't even know how you become ranked in Destiny, but everybody.
You waste brain cells.
Bro, you should have seen like the friends list and everyone that wanted him to play. We're calling him because his name was Batman something. That's his username. And bro, there was when I went over there to visit him, and he was always on that game. Like,
heck yeah, bro.
And I'm like, bro, I said, let's go eat or something. He's like, can't. I'm on a mission right now.
I'm grounded right now.
I'm like, all right, bro. Well, come on whenever you can. But he would show me like all the friends, all the DMs and everything that he got. And people they were paying him money to teach him how to play.
He was training coaches.
He was coaching gaming, bro.
That's one way to make it, bro. We're late to the game.
That's what I'm saying. But it's crazy. It's crazy.
So let's go back to what you said earlier, how the world outside of America is so different. Okay. I was born and raised in Africa. All right. Born and raised. I came here in 2009. Okay. I lost my accent. Cool. I remember my first friend when I came to the States.
It still comes out every once in a while.
It's still sometimes. Sometimes I'll say like my T. It'll go back to ting. It's wild. But I came to the States in 2009. My first friend, I remember him because he turned on me. His name, I'm going to out him out too. His name was Yassine Nazarali. Okay? Yassine.
Why you do Fabrice like that?
Look at me now. We went to Schrock Intermediate. At the time, it was in Houston, Texas, on Cuckendall Street.
I have no idea what it is.
It's okay, I got you. They will.
Keep going.
So that's gonna be real. So I go to school in the mornings. I'd always get dropped off like an hour early. Me and Yassine would go and play video games back when coolmathgames.com was a thing. I don't know if you remember that, but you could play like the original Roblox where the block would roll and then fall into the hole.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that, right? And then one day, I guess something happened. And he was just like, "Nah, Fabrice ain't cool no more." So I went to go play with him. I was like, "Not seeing where you at?" Of course, we had first period together, so I'd see him. Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, I didn't see. Sorry. Hey, bro, I didn't see you. Why were you? And he was just like, "We can't be friends, bro," or something like that. And it broke my heart. After that, I had like 0 friends, no clue what to do. Mm-hmm. You know, this is back when like the Pacer test was a thing, bro.
09, how old were you? 09.
What?
How old were you in 09?
I was 9. I was 9, and I was in the what's intermediate school, like 5th grade.
Isn't it crazy? So I'm about to go off. Oh, hold on. I'll let you finish your story. Go ahead.
No, that was it. But like he just betrayed me, and But the reason I'm saying that is because I lost my accent because of that. Like
because of him.
Because of that. Like I adapted so much. So he was Indian or something Middle Eastern or something like that, and I was just like African. And so after that, my next best friend was white, and then my next best friend was black. And like, so I immediately lost my accent. Dang. But yeah.
So I was gonna say, isn't it crazy how in life, what you were so stressed out about when you were 10, compared to what you were stressed out about when you were 15, compared to what you're stressed out about when you're 20? Completely Isn't that so crazy how our life goes into cycles? These cycles of like. So when I was 10, right? Mm-hmm. My biggest thing, like I was so ready to be, I guess you could call it the man, because I didn't have a father growing up, or biological father. I had a father figure, but that man was always working. So like it was women. I had my mom and my 2 sisters. My older brother was living in Snyder. So women. I was around women the whole time. So I'd always try to hang out with friends, bro. Like every chance I got when I was 10, I was trying to be like
with the bros.
I
hear you.
But like my biggest thing was like I didn't want them to not like me. So I would do, if they were like, "Hey, go light that firecracker," I'm like, "Heck yeah, bro."
Heck yeah. Oh, so you do whatever the status quo is to kind of fit in.
Yeah, to fit in, because I wanted to be a boy. Like I wanted to be with the bros. You know what I mean? So that would be me at 10. So then fast forward to 15, and 15 years old, where was I at? Like a sophomore? So at 15 years old, bro, it was all about the girls. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, man, I'm trying to get me a honey, whatever. Like 15, and then you go up to 20, and I'm like, man, I'm tired of these girls. And you're like, man, I'm trying to settle down, bro. Like, and then, bro, it's so crazy that how much, like, if you can remember and recall when you were at those younger ages, like how stressed out. Because I can remember, like how you said your friend, you know, he left you and you were just like so dead about it. I have friends too that were, you know, when I was 10, same thing happened. They were like, "I don't want to hang out with you no more. Like, you're a troublemaker." I'm like, bro, like y'all are the ones telling me to do stuff. Right. Like, I'm not trying to be a troublemaker. Like, I'm just trying to fit in with you guys.
I thought we were cool.
I thought we were cool, bro. What's going on here?
I thought we were cool.
Yeah. So I think that's crazy, like mentally, where we were in the stages of life.
So I want to add on that. I think it's even deeper, right? Because now that I feel like I'm a game changer in what I do, right? And you are a game changer in what you do. I think it's crazy that how like our worries shift in what we actually value. So now I'm wise enough to know, like, okay, sometimes I just need to switch that flick off. So for example, whenever my car, for example, when I went to go buy my car, before that, I was like, man, I need to go buy a car. I need to go buy a car. And some days it was like, okay, I need to buy the car today. I need to buy the car tomorrow. I need to buy the car in the next 2 hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was so stressful, but we don't realize how like we can just shut that off. Another silly example is like a couple years back. I'm 23 now. I'm more wiser now. I'm pretty much 27 in the head. I'm just going to say that. But 2 years ago, I guess, I was so worried. I was like, okay, I need to get late. I need to go get shorties. And then you'd be surprised how long I went just like being solo, like no friends, no girlfriends, especially in college. I was playing FIFA all day. Come on, you ain't getting no girls with that. Road to Division 1, baby. I was doing all of that, and you see how these needs and worries just shut off. Just to say, like, those of y'all watching, like, I don't know what you're worried about. It might be super minuscule, depending, even no matter what age you are, like. It might just be super minuscule, something you shouldn't even be stressing about. Yeah. And you can literally shut that off with the flick of a switch.
Oh, yeah.
Mentally.
Yeah, bro. And the thing that I was so stressed out about when I was 10, I can like tell you right now, that has nothing and no effect on my life whatsoever right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then at 15, like girlfriends, the heartbreaks and stuff like that I was having at 15, I thought my world was over, bro. Like my first breakup, I was like, man, I ain't never gonna get, you know what I mean? Like I was so down and depressed, and I turned into a little emo kid, bro.
You did?
Yes,
you had an emo phase?
bro. Yes, and I was like hard rock, bro. Like, like it was bad.
You know what? I had one too. I feel like every man has one.
What?
An emo phase?
Bro, I seriously went into an emo. Like not depression. Depression and emo is completely different.
No, emo.
I was not depressed.
No, hell no.
I was like, I went straight emo with like rock and like, what is the word, man? What is the word?
Goth?
Do what?
Goth?
Goth. Yeah, a little kind of goth, but like, it was more like rebellion.
Oh, okay, rebellious phase. Yeah. So, okay, that's so funny. My rebellious phase was Lord. So the Lord Pure Heroin album, I can cite you that whole thing from top to bottom. You know who Lord is?
Yes, I know who Lord is. Yes. Do you know who Avenged Sevenfold is?
Of course, man.
Do you know, well, you know them. And Coldplay.
Yeah.
Three Doors Down.
Yeah.
Like,
I went through that.
Metallica. Like, bro, I went, I'm telling you, I would say my entire 16
Paramore
was that.
Yeah.
When I was 16, that was what it was.
Mine was 18.
18?
Yeah.
So I was just a little bit sooner than you were. And then 17, I was just like, why am I even doing this?
Yeah.
And then I went back to, and I'm like, and I went right back to like what I was, because I love like the music, like you can tell what mood I'm in by the music.
By the music you're playing. Yeah.
That's just that's the person I am.
Yeah.
So like if I go back to like 2000s hip hop, like, you know, that's the mood I'm in, which is a really good mood. If you hear me listen to some rocker, you know, some rock and roll stuff like that, it's like, bro, I'm probably angry.
Yeah.
So probably don't mess with me if you hear me listening to some Metallica or something.
That's so funny you say that. So me, when I was 18, I'm like a ghetto, tall, skinny black kid, right? You're like, oh, he's probably listening to rap, bro. In my head, I'm like, let's go down to the tennis courts and tuck it up like, yeah. Like, I'm just like jabbering in my head, Lord lyrics, bro. I'm just like, it's so crazy, bro. Like, but you have to go through that phase.
Yeah, I think everybody goes through that phase.
Yeah.
If you've been through that phase, hit a comment. just hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Just like, subscribe to this channel.
That's hilarious.
If you've ever been through that state, and also I went through a huge country phase, bro, where I was wearing like cowboy hats. I was wearing some tight denim jeans, bro. Like I was cowboy.
That was me last year.
Was that you?
Oh,
you went through it last year?
Chris Stapleton was Marshall.
I mean, it's really good, but like it's a phase, and I was going through like country bars. I was going to country concerts.
I don't know about that part. I can't go to country bars.
You ain't never been to country?
I've been to one, but I can't go up there.
Country bar? Why?
Look at me, dog.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Look at me,
You're gonna be
dog.
pulling all the snow bunnies.
Nah, that's what happened. But I'm just letting you know, I can't look up because look. I'm gonna pull the wrong shorty, get buckshot.
You won't get buckshot at the country bar, bro.
You sure?
You just wear a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat too?
You say, hey, y'all.
I'm gonna put, if I remember, I ain't say no hey, y'all. That's
hey,
why.
Y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Take your head off.
Good day, top of the morning to you.
Here we go.
No, but I can rock a pretty good cowboy fit. You know, I can rock anything. Yeah. But I don't know. I went to Shaq in the back over here with you know who, and that's how it was.
How you know who?
Shut your before you start killing me. I'm a dedicated, single, loving man.
How you know who?
But
by you know who?
I went up there and like every like country boy out there were staring at me hard because I was at the time with two snow bunnies, and so it was just so funny to look at and watch. Like, why are these dudes upset at me? Let me just be me. Now, if I took half the population of the pretty women, it's not my fault. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not even being cocky. That's what happened.
It is what it is. But anyway, so we'll go ahead and wrap up today's episode. Yeah. It's been fun.
It's been great.
It's been great. It is early in the morning. We got a lot of energy letting out right now. But
we got business to get to.
And we got our guy in the back. Shout out Nate.
He got work.
For hitting them switches.
Yes,
switches
sir.
And that man's got to go to work. Shout out Dairy Queen.
Hey, y'all better start donating, please. Donate social support so he don't have to work at Dairy Queens no more.
Yeah, he can work there full time back there doing this, so he can be our full time guy. We need your donations. Yeah. And where do we get those at, Fabrice?
You guys get your donated. Go ahead and donate over at patreon.com/the GameChangerZ Network, or if you want to donate directly, which would be kindly appreciated and your minds appreciated as well, go to GameChangerZNetwork.com. It's Game Changers with a Z, network.com.
Yes. And that's going to be, I'm telling you guys, that's going to help us out so much. We have so much more to bring. This is just what we're doing right here. This is our little network, our little show that me and you're doing to inspire, to motivate, and to encourage not only the older generation, not my generation, you know, the millennials. We want to inspire the younger generation coming up
as well
to know that you too can become a game changer.
See y'all next week.
Peace out.
Peace.